Hello and welcome back to Frog Boy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today I want to talk a little bit more about this carnivore diet and the overall expectations that you might get from watching some of the other videos. Because I've watched a few now. Kerry, the homesteader dude, that guy's pretty cool. I kind of feel like we have a lot in common when it comes to like the effects that this diet's having in both of our lives. So here's the thing, man. Like a lot of people, you're probably wondering, is the carnivore diet actually worth even trying? I'm on day 19 of eating meat. I woke up today. I had a steak. Just been sitting here relaxing. I wore my smartwatch to bed so that it could like track my sleep patterns because I wanted to see because I'm going to bed and I'm waking up and I'm feeling super good. I'm feeling super good in the morning. So I'm just like, wow, man, this is really, really, this is very interesting how eating just meat has completely changed so many things so rapidly and so fast in my body. The one thing that I want to talk about is, a lot of these other content creators, when it comes to the carnivore diet, are bringing this forward more as an elimination strategy to eliminate certain foods out of your diet to help you recover, to help your body recover. And I feel like that's a good way to put it because I've talked to a lot of people just in my real life, about going to the carnivore diet, and a lot of them come back, oh man, I don't know if I could do that, eating just meat. And here's the thing. Like it is kind of an overwhelming thought to think about just eating meat. And I'll tell you, like the first couple of days of doing the carnivore diet, you will have this natural reaction to be like, oh my gosh, it's meat, and your brain is trying to your brain is trying to its hardest to convince you that like, hey man, you shouldn't be doing that. But the thing is like, and I experienced this myself. I'd go to cook my meat, and I'd be watching it cook, and my stomach would still be like, oh gosh, feed me some pizza, or feed me some carbs, or give me something, and making me feel like, oh gosh, meat. Trust me, this is all in your head, because once that meat touched my lips, I was like, oh my gosh, this tastes so good. It's weird. Now, I will tell you, like the first part of it, like that first few days, because I was trying to try chicken and I was trying to try pork and all of that other stuff. For me, like it might be different for you. Like it could be significantly different. Like you could be like, oh yeah, pork chops are the thing. But for me, it's been red meat. And normally I would like my steaks medium. As to this morning, I literally got up and like seared my chuck steak on both sides and ate that, and oh my gosh, it was absolutely incredible. I'm telling you, man, this thing is changing my taste buds in such a way that I'm just like, wow, man, meat is it's delivering that sweet taste for me. It's delivering that overall, just like the texture of eating it and stuff is getting better and better the more I eat it. I'm just it's insane how fast that this works. To be completely honest with you, it is insane how fast that this diet is taking over, and it's starting to change things that I thought were just, my body, because I'm 43, because I just thought, hey man, my body's starting to break down. I'm getting older. It's getting harder. My joints are more sore every morning when I wake up and stuff like that. And lo and behold, it was literally tied to my diet. I don't have the joint pain anymore. I was able to get down and do push-ups and all kinds of stuff. I'm able to do like really long sessions and playing Beat Saber right now. Very, very good. And I'm feeling good about it. Like when I work out now, my body is telling me this, like, okay, yeah, you're obviously you're getting tired because you're doing reps. But then when I stop, and then like 10 minutes later, I'm like, oh yeah, I feel good. I'm gonna go again. it's like this natural, like my body is naturally being able to recover and replenish itself more rapidly than it ever was able to do on carbs. When I would do training before, it was like it was fine. Like I could do it on like the carbs and the whey protein and all of that stuff, but I noticed like my body, it was like the more from 35, my body just started breaking down. And this is kind of weird because it kind of runs in my whole family, like the diabetes too. All my brothers, like a couple of my oldest brother and my oldest sister are both on dialysis now, that I just found out the other day. My other brother just had to have his kidneys like checked out and stuff. So I mean, like this is a disease that's like starting to like really wreak havoc on my family's DNA in general. And I'm feeling like I'm turning that around, because all of the stuff that I was suffering from just 20 days ago is almost completely gone. My lower back pain, like I was starting to get lower back pain, carrying around that extra spare tire of whatever. My back pain was starting to get, more and more and more intense. It was gradually getting worse. I was starting to feel weak. I was starting to feel like I needed naps during the day. Like I would come home 3 weeks ago, I would come home, and like Saturday and Sunday are my days to sit back and just create content, get into my games, and like really, really focus. And I was finding it extremely hard to be able to focus and maintain the energy that I need to be able to play these games. That I would come home and I would sleep half of Saturday. I'd get up at 4 o'clock, and then I would start my day, and then I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm still tired at 10, so I'd be going to bed early. Well, all day yesterday, I was able to stay awake, do everything I needed to do. I did lay down and watch a TV show. I turned on what's it called? One of my documentaries, and I still ended up taking a nap. For some reason, them documentaries still kind of just put me to sleep. But when I woke up, I had energy. I didn't wake up with a headache. I didn't wake up feeling groggy. I didn't wake up feeling like bad or anything like that. I just woke up and I was like, okay, cool. A cool nap. Let's get up and get what I need to get done. I was able to, and here's the thing, like I've noticed that like Souls games have like really been able, I've had a hard time playing the Souls type genre lately, just because of the overwhelming difficulty that some of these games possess. Well, I'm finding it easier to get into the newest one, Lords of the Fallen, and being like, oh man, I messed up, and then being able to keep retrying and feeling pretty good about it. So I do feel like this is having a major effect on my overall mental stability. Like my brain function I can feel it improving. I'm getting better in terms of just being able to concentrate more. And that's cool. I appreciate that. I really like that. Beat Saber, I'm jumping on there and I'm playing on hard difficulty now, whereas before it would be like, just normal difficulty. And I'm able to hit those chains a lot more consistently than I ever would have been able to do without tons and tons and tons of practice on that. So I'm able to get in there, beat some of these stages, have a good time, and still have my body feeling okay when I'm done playing. VR has been hit or miss for me because of my shoulder. It's really difficult to stay in there for a long time with my shoulder, with the way my shoulder was acting before. But now I feel like I can get in there, I can play, I can have fun. I got full range motion on my arm and everything again, and it doesn't burn and get hot and start hurting. So that's something that like I thought like I was going to be living with that for the rest of my life. And that right there made me a 100% believer that what I'm doing right now is not only better for my body, but it's actually healing and helping me restore some of that function that just wasn't there before. This has been an interesting journey. And when I hear things, like my brother on dialysis and my sister on dialysis, and they're about 16, 17 years older than I am. So I feel like right now, if I continue to work through this and I continue to go with this, my body's only going to improve. And I absolutely believe that now with all of the good things that have happened so fast. Let me just count off some that I actually notice and I'm actually feeling. I don't have the stiffness in my body no more. I don't feel stiff anymore. My joints don't hurt. I'm not waking up with headaches anymore. I have I have regained full strength in both my leg and my arm, which both had like numb spots, like right here in the top of my thigh and my shoulder when I would use it. Both of those had numb spots. I've regained full functionality of both of those, and they don't hurt anymore. My lower back is starting to get better. My brain functionality, my head, I just feel more alert. I feel more confident in what I'm saying. I'm able to string sentences together better. I mean, if you've watched my content, you could always hear me saying like, just kind of falling apart while I'm talking and stuff. But I actively feel myself getting better and being able to like think faster. I'm able to think faster and put words and sentences together better. So much better. So much better. The like I said, not waking up with the headaches and stuff is a big thing, because I was waking up with those like 3 to 4 times a week, and they were like annoying headaches that would last like all day, sometimes even longer. I would take ibuprofen, I would take naproxen to like try to subside those. I haven't taken a pill in like 16 freaking days. I have not taken one pill. I'm drinking plenty of water now, and I'm feeling really good about that. I'm getting to a point where my body is starting to react and help my digestive system. Wow. Wow. It like I would sit in there, like I had like IBS or whatever, and I would sit in the bathroom for like 30 minutes, and then I would get like, erratic, stool function, throughout the day. Like it would just kind of be erratic. I would be like fine 1 minute, and then boom, all of a sudden I'd have to go to the bathroom and stuff. I'm once a day now, pretty regular, and I'm not sitting in there for a very long time, just a couple of minutes. I'm able to finish, get up, and feel good, and not feel like I got to the bathroom. I'm not getting stomach pain when I'm hungry, like that overabundance of pain, like when you're hungry and you're on a high carb diet and you're just feeling like oh my gosh, I'm starving, and it kind of hurts. Like I'm not feeling that kind of pain anymore when I get hungry. And one thing that I've noticed is I would go to work, and then I would eat, at my regular time at work. I would come home and I would be starving. Some days I'd have to go pick up my wife, to go do like a bank run or something. And I'd get there and I'd be so hungry I had to go to like Wendy's or something and get like some food just so that just so that we could go. And like it was bad. It was getting bad. I'm not having that issue no more. Like I'm able to come home and not even worry about eating until like 6-7 o'clock at night. And then I'm like, oh gosh, sometimes I'm like, do I really even need to eat? And I'm like, yeah, I might as well eat just so that I'm good in the morning, and I don't know. So I'm going to start experimenting with, not necessarily spacing out my meals, but like bringing my eating window, because I still believe in intermittent fasting. Out of keto and intermittent fasting was doing very well for me. So I'm trying to still stay within that eating window, eating, 8 hours a day, but I do kind of want to get it down into the 4-hour block. So I'm really thinking about, as after I hit my 30 days, or maybe even sooner, because I mean, like waiting is kind of just nonsense anyways. You might as well start building up a resistance as soon as possible to some of this stuff. But once I get to a point where I can do OMAD, where I can just eat one, good chunk of meat a day, like maybe a couple of pounds to kind of, get my body through, give me the protein and the fats and all of the stuff that my body's craving. It's weird. It is absolutely weird that your body can run so well on just meat. It's absolutely incredible. It is absolutely incredible just how much better I feel. My energy feels natural. It feels instantly replaced. It doesn't feel like I'm getting like an energy boost and then an extreme drop. It just feels consistent more throughout the day than it ever has. Like I've never felt this good. I've never felt as good and as clean energy as I have right now. Like I feel good. I'm not passing gas at all. And trust me, once I heard Carrie from Homestead mention that, I was like, you know what, dude? That's absolutely the truth. Like I'm not like I'd be able to pass gas on command. Like seriously, just be like to rip whenever. I can't do it now. No matter how hard I try, I'm just like, wait a minute, dude. This is true. Like it's not happening. My gut. That right there should tell you everything you kind of need to know. If you're not passing gas, that means your body, technically, in my opinion, is being extremely efficient and effective of breaking all that stuff down. And it's not trying to push out excess waste like that gas just making you feel bloated all the time. Where's that gas supposed to go? It's going to go into everything. It's going to fill up your body with little gas bubbles and stuff like that. Well, now it's not there. Your body is able to like break this stuff down and put all of these things, all of these different nutrients in the places that they need to go to make your body recover faster, to make your body feel better. I 100% believe all of this now. I do. I'm committed. I believe that the benefits severely outweigh whatever possibilities could come. I don't know if I'm ready to like try to introduce anything else to it, but I'm thinking if, after my 6 months, go in, get some blood work done, get some, some other stuff done and, kind of just see how my body's doing. But I've never really been like a big doctor person. I don't really care about doctors. I don't go see them unless I've got like, a broken arm or a cut or something like that. I kind of avoid those guys like the plague just because I don't want to be on a whole bunch of medicines and pills and all that junk. I'm more of that put my faith in the Lord type deal and just do what I gotta do. And I'm so grateful that I've stumbled across this lifestyle change. And that's what I call it. It's a lifestyle change. And people will say, man, dude, I don't know if I can live without this or if I can make that sacrifice. And I'm like, trust me, if you felt the way I felt right now, I guarantee you would want this a lot more than a cupcake. I'm pretty sure this feels a lot better than that Twinkie. You know what I mean? It just feels incredible to feel the way I do right now and not have any, like, I don't have any regrets. Like, I feel like the only regrets I have is not doing this sooner. I wish that my diet would have been, 90% carnivore and maybe like 10%, every once in a while, have a piece of cake or do something like that, or maybe have a soda. And instead of just consistently living on all of that stuff, as opposed to, eating right and then having those as their intended purpose as like a treat. You know what I mean? Like we've and I understand how society has went this way too. Eating meat and all of that stuff, it seems expensive, but like all of that stuff feels cheap. It's almost like they nickel and dime you to death with cheap food that you feel like, oh yeah, that's not too much. So you buy like your bag of chips, because your bag of chips is like $3-4 and your steak is like $10. You're like, oh gosh, man, I'm going to get the chips, or I'm going to get the, like the sandwich meat, and I'm going to get the sandwiches, and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. So it's almost like they nickel and dime you with this cheap stuff into feeling like, okay, well, at least I'm getting food, and I'm getting way more food than I would be getting with that little bit of meat. Well, here's the secret. Here's the thing that I've learned. I've spent to sustain my body for those last 19 days under $200, well under $200. And I like my stock right now should last me throughout the week until next weekend. And that's still just under $200 for, I think that'll be almost, because I'm day 19 right now, so that'll be like what, day 26 when I'll run out of that, and I'll need to replenish that, and then we'll be, after rebuying that, I'll be at about $200. Before, I was spending significantly more on food. I was spending $13 a day on the truck that would show up to work. I've already cut that in half just by buying my beef chunks and, having some bacon and stuff every day. I've already cut that down significantly. I've cut out like all of the treats and all of the junk food and all of the soda and everything else that I was buying. That saved me a lot of money. No more freaking energy drinks, Monsters or Red Bulls, any of that stuff. I've completely cut all that stuff out and found a lot more cost-effective way to survive and have more energy than those drinks were ever going to give me in the long term. Now, like I said, my energy levels are far more consistent, and I like that. I like that a lot better. And I'm not waking up groggy and feeling in pain anymore. I wake up and I feel good. I feel relaxed. I feel rejuvenated. I feel alert when I wake up in the mornings. Like this morning, like I went to bed last night wearing my watch with the sole purpose of tracking my sleep. I woke up, I remembered, hey, yeah, check that. Let's see how that went. Got up, checked that, went over to answer my questions, and read the comments in my section. Just like I normally would, I was able to get through that faster. I was able to read that stuff and react appropriately to that. It's getting better. Every day is getting better. And I love this new journey that I'm on. And I would like to see more people try this if they're suffering from like extreme like body pains and stuff like that. Try it for a couple of weeks. See if it will help alleviate any of that pressure that your body's just storing away and building up. See if that will help you. Do the elimination diet. Go to just meat because your body can sustain you. You know that meat can sustain you for as long as you need it to, so that you can figure out, reset your body and reset everything. And, the protein alone and the fats and stuff, it's not a bad thing to have the fats, your body burning your fat for fuel. It's not a bad thing to have the protein rebuilding your muscles and helping you recuperate. It's not a bad thing, like at all. Like no matter how you try to look at it, whatever, even if you do it for 30 days, 90 days, just get on it and start to rebuild your body while you try to figure out the next steps of your life. If you want to go keto, if you want to be able to add back in some carbs, I would, figure out and test things to find out what your body really wants. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I do plan to keep making these videos in conjunction with my regular video game content. I just want to keep you guys updated on the journey that I'm going through, and maybe help some of the gamers that just are getting to the point in their life where they need something to help them because they just can't do it on their own. And it is hard, trying to work a job, maintain everything, and still be able to have time to go and work out and take care of your body. Like your work already beats you down because you like we're all living unhealthy lives with this American standard diet, like a diet. We're all living these extremely unhealthy lifestyles that as we progress, we just get worse. Our bodies break down faster and faster. The work, we want to be able to sustain ourselves and be able to get what we need to do and feel good about that. So, like I said, hit that like and subscribe. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, please put them in the comment section and I will read them and respond. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.